Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing Orzhov Sacrifice using a lot of good cards with Raise to Pass. Every card down here that is a creature can come back with Raise to Pass other than Sephiroth, but this is honestly one of the strongest kind of cards to have in a Sacrifice deck, because if you flip it you get an emblem that does the same thing that it does whenever you sacrifice a creature in play, which takes 1 life from our opponent and we gain 1 life, which is pretty awesome. We're using a lot of good valuable cards. Our only real removal is Quag Feast because we want to be very active on the board and be pretty aggressive. This is Arnie's list for the most part. I made a couple of changes, like including the Quag Feast in here. But with all that said and done, let's go ahead and dive right into the game. Got a little Raise to Pass in the pocket. We will go Sage. Probably go Vengeful Blood Witch. Green, okay. Land War Elves. Can't really do much about that. Thankfully, we do hit another land. Obviously, we'll attack. There's no way they block. If they block, I'd be absolutely mind blown. This will be a hard matchup in general, though, because I'm not really going to interact with them well. But if they don't give things trample, I'll be fine, I guess. Alright. Gorehound. Hopefully when we flash in this Resolute Reinforcements, we can do a lot of good with it. And we'll hold this Sage back just to block. Then we have this to flash in. Is this a bird? No, it's a land straight up. Counter is divided, sure. Does Overprotect give trample? That might be true. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The bushwhack kind of thing going on here. Yeah. We really hope this just put a creature in the graveyard. A pretty good one. Sure. Land. I will take that, however. That is fine. This is basically guarantees that we'll get there, right? Although it doesn't trigger Gorehound, which is always interesting. They don't have trample currently. Land? Perfect. Go ahead. So now we have, honestly, with this many things, I could go for another land, to be honest. I just don't know if that's actually worth it. Yeah, I feel like we're already in a good enough spot if we just don't do that, right? I have what, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Honestly, with 8 looks, if I can't find another untapped land, I mean, I guess I lose, right? But also at 8, is that not just dead? Yeah, it would just be dead anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. We'll just see, honestly. I feel like they have a bushwhack, but maybe they don't. I do have to sacrifice all these anyway. Alright, if they attack, I don't have to block. I don't have to do that. Here you go. Because I won't have to go through all the surveils, right? I can just, like, kind of do the thing. Am I going to learn that Overprotect does do it? What is that? Card permanent gains hexproof and indestructible until turn. Yo, that card's crazy. Sure. No lifelink, so that's solid. Keep. Again, it doesn't matter. I don't want Gorehound to trigger anymore, so I'll just sacrifice it first. I guess I don't technically. Can I do it this way? Here. Great opponent. Oh, it's gonna be harder to just do it that way. It's gonna make me do literally everything, which is fine. It auto targets your opponent, but keep almost wanting to grab that land and throw it. But unfortunately, this is where the game is obviously a little boring. I just have to do the loop. Raise the past. Clear all these. Yep. I mean, I'll just do the math real quick. View battlefield. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not. Oh, wait, it's close. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is exactly. Okay, so I should probably do this right. I should do it right. Sure. Yeah, I was like, sorry, opponent. I think it's exactly, I just don't want to mess it up and look dumb. I've done that plenty too many times, and my life total is definitely not high enough with 2 traveling chocobos in play. But yeah, we have, all the tokens are made. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11, and then we have sacrificing itself. Okay, sweet. We had exactly 11. All right, we're good to go first. A lot of games on the play here, but sure. Hopefully, obviously, we find the black source to kind of continue out our game plan. Double white for raise to pass is good. I know the limitation of my hand, but at least I can kind of play stuff out. Let's play the one that can make not extra copies of itself, but it can block and then be fine. Against a life gain, interesting. There's a Sephiroth. I mean, I could have attacked, I guess. Might as well have. We're going to play the 1-bat. Honestly, it could have been a block or something. Oh, alright. Sweet. The Shelter by Ghost is obviously going to be a thing. We miss, but thankfully of all creatures to draw, we drew the best one in this spot. No, we'll wait. Because we can now block this. The Johnny coming in. Maybe? There's the Chandler. They don't have a way to provide self-harm. The thing we'll have to do, though, is we'll have to go to blocks and block this first before kind of combat happens. Because watch. This is why, by the way. If we sacrifice this, Blood Witch will ping them, and then this will get flying. So we have to be careful about that in the future. Obviously, we kind of know that. Now, I do have a flyer. I can technically do this. That's pretty cool. I do have to, unfortunately, sacrifice this, though. Because I need to find a land. Maybe. Maybe indeed. Make a backup creature, I guess. How deep are we currently? We are 12 cards deep looking for a third land. Unfortunate. Sure. They'll gain a life before. Oh, brutal. Thankfully, we have to find a land, right? If we just lose not finding a land, like at the end of the day, that's just what happens, right? Like, we don't have a land, nor do we have a raise to pass, so it's obviously falling apart pretty bad. There's a land. Sephiroth doesn't really do it, but I do have to shock this in. Can't block. I don't even know how we do this, to be honest with you. Block, Sephiroth, sack, bring back, block. I don't even know what that says. Sure. Oh, it's just so dead here. I've like one invisible out, bro. That's all I know. That's not it. I mean, we went 15 cards deep, 3 lands. It happens. All right, we will keep here. We don't have a swamp, so unfortunately, this will probably enter tapped at some point. That's kind of weird, but it is what it is. Sure. No. Alright, well, I could, like, stagger my turns, I guess, where I, like, play this, surveil, play Sephiroth, sack this. I mean, I could always just draw another land, too, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to do it that way anyway. And that, of course, you know what we want. If they're only an attack me for 1, by the way, I'm going to let it happen, or 2. Honestly, I don't even care if I sacrifice the thing. We'll see if they actually hit something. It's until their next turn. Land can go. We played it out of the way so we can ensure that we have double white and everything we need. We just need to find Raise to Pass against this match. They find a Boros Charm, sure. So I go Sephiroth here. I could have attacked first, I guess, but fine. We'll just hold. Sephiroth most likely attacking, and we might just take 4 from this Boros Charm. I mean, most likely taking 4 from the Boros Charm. They could give something indestructible, sure. It is pass. That's actually huge for us. Go away. Leave me behind, brother. Go away. I kind of want to sacrifice the token here. I want to attack with Sephiroth and sacrifice the token, I think. Sure. It could obviously have like a pump spell, but that's okay. Oh, perfect. I don't think I can be dead from 13, but 14. Mountain's not going to really help them. They could Screaming Nemesis and hit me that way, but that's fine. Helix, sure, that's awesome. Like, fantastic. Fantastic, even better. Do I have a sack outlet in there? I do, but this just seems so easy to do that I'll guarantee the kind of win. You know what I mean? Alright, sure. Because now I can just do it back to back, right? We'll attack because, again, we'll be free to block with voice, sack it to a Screaming Nemesis so they can't do anything. Unless they, of course, bolt it themselves. I'll allow it. That's pretty good. Honestly, a Boros version of this deck seems pretty sweet. The one I played is just red. I don't know if white actually gives you anything. I knew that. Why did I even care? I keep voice because voice will be able to attack and they'll actually make more tokens in the long run. Here. One. This game is now over, and our opponent obviously knows that. Alright, well, this is like okay. We kind of need a good draw. Because I don't really want to play this and sack it to a Sephiroth, but if I have to, I will. Play this tapped, we could go for Godless Shrine, but I do kind of like having my mana available. A voice would be a really good draw here. Authority of the Councils. Awesome gamer, dude. This guy is petrified. Kind of a cool word, though. He says, I hate creature decks. So just play your other land. It's not that hard. You did the easy part. You played an authority, and you're probably going to win for it. Mill. Alright, well, update. We only have to do so much. Getting a call? No, not right now. Unfortunately, sorry. Let's just play a voice so they can't cast spells on my turn. These are tapped and attacking, so they do kind of negate this card for a little bit. Not like fully, but kind of. And I can also play a Sephiroth and sack some stuff, which is fine. Again, if they go to my turn, they can't interact. We really need to get things sacrificed and going because we do need a race past to win. But with potentially a Drainer and almost 2. Sure. No longer casting stuff on my turn, I see, Mr. Opponent. Combat. We could have also done this, right? They gain 2, but we take it back immediately, so it's fine. Sure. Sephiroth. Sure. Sacrifice here. Draw. Hang once again. Graveyard. Then we just pass. Mobilize 2. Sacrifice them. They can now mill me if they want, which is incredibly dicey, but sure. Yep. So we have 1 outlet that we need, and obviously if Sephiroth lives, we're fine. There's Day of Judgment. So might as well do this. Pay that. Seems good. They obviously gain 1 here. We get it back off of Sephiroth, which is fine. We don't have the mana to pay for it again. Sure. 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 And obviously sacrifice Sephiroth here. The Day of Judgment doesn't do near as much. I guess play here, do Raise the Past. We're gonna gain all this life, sure. Resolve all. Then we can just say go, I guess. We have 1 drain outlet. We just really need to set up a second one. Especially if there's a second Day of Judgment here, obviously, then we are pretty well set up to find it. We need to find 2 copies of this. It's like the only way. 19? Sure. On me. Alright. Actually cancel. We want all these to attack. Sure. Yes. My turn. Awesome. Raise the past. I was like, raise the pass. You gained a ton. I'll take 2 for everyone. Going first. Their hand kind of whack, but it's okay. Sage. I'm only really keeping this one because we have 4 lands. We just hope to like rip that, for example. Back. You can look to surveil at upkeep here, or their end step here. Ooh, Esper? Okay. Sure. I will take that. Combat. This many. That many. Sephiroth, the sacrifice this. Of course, draw a card. Another land isn't the best, but like also not the worst, right? A Gorehound would be best draw, not close. Other than obviously raise the pass so we can get that done. Stock up, sure. Typically this is a mill deck, but we'll see. Would you like to discard the hand size? What? What are we doing? Seems crazy to me. Go here. Sacrifice here. This is trigger 1, 2, 3, 4. I probably should do it, right? Just genuinely, I probably should just play this and then sacrifice all 3 of these to flip Sephiroth to make an emblem. 1. Okay, cool. That's all they wanted. We have plays to make if this becomes weird, right? Honestly, I might just play this and then go for this instead. Oh, especially against red here, right? Or maybe I just ignore this land for now. Play this and just pass. Use this as a life buffer shield. Actually, no blocks. If they want to pump this, then great. Yeah. All right. Dope, 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 dope. That's fine. This doesn't really matter to us. Voice is such a good draw. But obviously I'm going to go for Sephiroth here. Double up. Sure. No. We'll force them to remove it. It could go for this, and every time I cast a spell, it just gets larger, right? We'll see. Thankfully, I can go Conceal Courtyard, play both of these. Alright. On. Did they miss a land here, maybe? Another creature, I guess. Might as well just use this life gain, right? Pretty good play from them. Good. Pretty good. Here. Thankfully, I think his deck doesn't play Screaming Nemesis, by the way, which is quite an interesting ongoing thing. Now, big downside, and there's a big one. This Raise the Pass kind of sucks. There's like nothing really good going on. And the one creature they play makes it I can't gain life and domes me for 4, actually, which would suck. I guess flying. That's pretty good. Obviously, I had double block here. But, sure. Man. Raise the Pass is so bad. Go ahead. I keep just playing non-basics. They're going to play that one creature that just domes everything I know and love. Oh, they're Screaming Nemesis. I also domes everything I know and love. Sure. Interesting. Interesting. Can I find like a Gorehound or something? The world may never know. Or more land. Okay, well, I mean, to be fair, I guess we lose because we can't do anything. Play this. Guess cast Raise the Past. I literally just drew lands out the whole lot, you know what I'm saying? This game's just over. I'm conceding. Like, what do we do? We play 22 lands and we have more lands than creatures and spells. So, like, I don't know. Opponent first. Can't play. Could play. Could play. I mean, we'll try. This land's honestly made me more mad every time I play it. Oh, sweet. Our hand does curve out really well then. Play this here. Honestly, blocking's probably fine. His Voice of Victory most likely could live through the turn cycle. And if it does, then Sephiroth can sack a token from Voice instead. Yeah, sure. We could also just do this, right? Just do that instead. Although I think I need to save it for like a Screaming Nemesis, right? Just hold. Little guarantee hit that. Stalker. Sure. They have shock. They should hit to 1/1. It'll make so much more damage come through. There you go. Oh no, don't teach the opponent. It's okay. Alright. Crime's already committed before, if you're wondering why, like, that didn't trigger this. But let's see it. This is always where it feels like Screaming Nemesis comes into play. We give that haste? No? Okay. Sure. They valued that more, I guess. Alright, well, we don't have to shock that, which is huge. Here. I should have played this first. That's fine. It's like fine. I suck. It's okay. Honestly, if they remove it, like, I feel pretty confident. Unless, you know, or we are against mono red. They're very good at top decking. So here comes Screaming Nemesis. Just be prepared for that. Obviously, nothing I can do there. Weirdly, need to, like, save a creature. Like, this can just block here. Save this, play Sephiroth. We need to kind of draw, I guess. It's a tough day. Sure. Guess technically this is better. Because it also might just be like jam the raise to past if we rip it. We'll have to kind of look and do the math, I guess. Can't pump it more than once. Alright, pretty good draw. Because now I can play Sephiroth and still leave my token behind. Leave both my tokens behind. Okay. Maybe I messed that up, but sure. For the crime. Sure. Guess. Most likely they have a fling for this, at least I feel they do. They don't play fun. I mean, do they? Full wave, sure. Full wave, okay. Awesome. You're attacking. Ew. Should have won here. So 2 creatures gain 2 here. Okay. All right, we're trying our best. Attack. Sacrifice. Two triggers for Forsaken Miners come up. Auto pay. And we pass. Go ahead. What a weird game. It's happening. Please help. I have stuff, dude. I really do. Also, I now have the loop, by the way, if you're curious what the loop is. I now have the loop with the color. I can now drain and gain a ton of times. They have nothing. So, unfortunately, you have to be a sacrificial pawn here. Sure. I have to make sure I'm not just dead. I have to hold on this, right? I think if I find a raise to pass, it's way worth sacrificing. I mean, I guess I could have sacrificed this first, but I would like the life gain here more than anything. Go. See it. Actually, I think we just have it kind of regardless. So, yeah, we have it. We have it either way. Because now I can just do this. Decline. I could have just played this and they would also have died. But then I can go here. Stack this. We should have used that token just to kind of prove a point here. Because now I can do Forsaken Miner, bring it back, and then double sack, but decline here. But as you can see, with 2 drainers in play, we had a ton of damage, but unfortunately I had to block with them. Alright, so here we are at the end of our journey with this deck right now, and this is where we're settling. I think one of the main changes I like a ton is playing Voice of Victory. I think this has to come down at least one. Honestly, this card I never felt like I had time to activate. I think this card's kind of in the best of one problem where it's like, oh, yeah, we're good. We can play this. We have time. And the best of one, you never have time for it. So I feel like this is probably a cut, and I also feel like the Fountain Port can be cut. I actually had good value in a couple of the games, so I'm not really sure. The one of Fountain Port is sick. I kind of agree with Arnie there. But the thing is like, he's playing a best of 3 deck. I'm playing a best of 1 deck. This hindrance coming up in my best of 1 deck, I can't get that back in game 2 and 3, right? So that's a bit of a weird thing, but I do think Voice is 100% worth it. I think if you ever go 1, 2... and then you're able to go into 3. I feel like this, especially on the play, this is so hard to beat. Because 1, you know, you play, you get to surveil. They can't interact with you on your turn anymore. If you can swing this, that's awesome. Then you make 2 more. You get 2 more triggers here. You get to kind of manipulate. And then you play a Sephiroth to finish it all off, sacrificing one of the tokens, getting to draw that extra card if we kept it on top, so we don't have to kind of wait. And honestly, a lot of times what this deck suffers from is manipulating the top of your library and then going, you know, that card's great, but that's the card I have to draw, and I'm under a lot of pressure right now. Do I have to bin it and go win past that, right? And it's such a hard balance to do with this deck. And I think that's where the main struggle from this deck is. So take that in mind. But yeah, Gorehound, awesome. This deck's sweet. I enjoy playing it a lot. I do think it's kind of in that B tier category. I don't know if this deck will really ever be A tier because we don't have enough copies of like this card, really. There's obviously other versions or enough copies of this where we can kind of go overboard. Could argue, and I've kind of had this argument in the past where we just play green to play like Dredger's Insight. Even though we don't have Raise to Pass, maybe we can figure something else out where there might just be a bigger card or something. But I don't actually know what the mana looks like. Did we get shocks in any of these colors? Not in that color. I don't think we got it in this color either. Yeah, so it would be the worst kind of color combination when it comes to mana base that works well. Yeah, so that's probably not even worth at that point. So who knows, really. But with all that said and done, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.